Hey y'all, I'm Rebecca. Come make a birthday breakfast with me for my husband. Today's menu is I'm gonna attempt to make French toast with brown sugar, cinnamon bread, and then like a hash brown, egg, sausage type thing. Right now I'm just getting out all of my ingredients. This is usually what I do when I work in the kitchen. I'll try to get all of my prep work done first. That way, when I start cooking, I can just cook and I'm not worried about, do I have this out? Do I have that out? So right now, I am just cracking an egg, getting the milk mixture ready for the French toast. I just used 2 eggs. You'll see that I'm washing my hands because I made a little bit of a mess of myself. So after I wash my hands, and I always have one of these over my shoulders when I'm cooking. It's literally just a wash rag. It's just so much easier than like washing your hands all the time. I just throw that over my shoulder. I just put in some cinnamon and some sugar for the French toast. My husband was talking to me at this point, so I was a little distracted. You'll see I will put way too much milk in there. But yeah, so getting ready to mix all of that up and break those eggs up and make a nice little milk wash for the brown sugar cinnamon swirl bread. This bread is something that he loves just to eat with like peanut butter, to eat by itself. So naturally, when we were in the grocery store the other day, I was like, hey, let me attempt to make French toast for you with this bread. Personally, I don't have a lot of expertise in French toast. It's just never been something like I always make. But here we are attempting it. So I asked my husband to pull out the air fryer, trusty air fryer. We love those things. Here I am putting some tin foil over the little grate in the air fryer. This is just for like easy cleanup. I'm getting ready to spray it down with some like kitchen spray, cooking spray, again, just so it doesn't stick. The tin foil allows me to have like a easier cleanup. These little hash browns I've just found at the grocery store. You literally can find them anywhere in your frozen section. Yeah, so I just pop those in. I think I have the setting for like 350, and I usually just put them in for like 15 minutes and just keep an eye on it. You'll see that I'll keep an eye on them and flip them throughout this video. Here are the turkey sausage patties that we just have in the freezer. Like I said, right now it's just kind of the prep work, getting everything out and ready. So when I go to start cooking, all I have to do is cook. I don't have to worry about if everything I have is out or if I need to go looking for stuff. Again, just kind of mixing everything ready, getting the eggs ready for the hash brown. We really like runny eggs, sunny side up, kind of what we usually go for. So that's one of the things that we love. Here I'm getting just like a little quart size bag to put those extra frozen hash browns in the freezer just to have them sealed up so they don't get freezer burned, and they stay fresh. If something's frozen, can it be fresh? Just a little bit longer. So yeah, I am flipping those hash browns over like I just said, just to make sure they get golden and toasty on all sides. Right now I'm just prepping the stove, getting out that second pan for the fried eggs that I'm gonna cook. Okay, now we are getting the stove ready. I am a Southern woman through and through. I cook with butter. I've been known to go through many sticks of butter in a week's time. I won't even try and hide that. So here, just doing a final mix of the egg wash or the milk wash. There's the bread that I'm using. I've got the butter melting down on in both pans. That back pan is for the eggs. Obviously, you'll see in a second that the red pan is for our French toast. I just made sure to get the toast or the bread nice and covered and dipped in that egg wash. And then I've put that on the stove. I had the stove set on like a medium heat. Like I said, I'm not super good with French toast, so I was kind of playing that one by ear. What I do with our eggs, especially to get them like super runny, but still cooked through, I turn my pan on high and then let the butter melt and then turn it off, take the eggs off of the heat, get them all situated in the pan, and then put it back on the burner that is off. This just allows them to cook without burning. Right now I'm just also putting some seasoning. It's the onion salt, salt and pepper, and you'll see that I'll put a lid on there, and that just keeps it nice and toasty so those eggs can cook thoroughly but still have a runny yolk. Here I am just taking the first round of French toast off of the pan, out of the pan, throwing another dab of butter on there for our second round of French toast. Again, my husband was in the living room and talking to me, and such a fun, like, this is just something I really enjoy doing for him, for us. I don't know if I said it, but this is his birthday. We're celebrating it early because I've got a busy work week, so today is all about him, and he loves French toast, so I'm making him French toast and a really special breakfast. Usually on Saturday mornings I try to do like a fun breakfast if we don't have anything planned. We did that when we were dating, and it's something that always kind of brings us back to each other, to sit down and have a meal together, because typically our work week is really busy. So yeah, anyway, back to the actual video. I just put those frozen turkey sausages in the microwave to get those warmed through. They're fully cooked, so you really just have to like knock off the heat. Here I am getting some plates ready because I'm getting ready to plate up our breakfast. I'm checking the hash brown, make sure they're all good to go. Make sure that our French toast is good. You know, your eyes eat first, so I want to make sure our place settings, at least it looks pretty. Maybe if it doesn't taste all that great, I always try to make sure at least it looks pretty. There I am loading up the second plate. I didn't like the way the first set of French toast was brown. Like, I didn't think they were brown enough, so I put them back on the pan, back on the heat, just to kind of toast them up a little bit. Like I said, French toast is not my thing, so I usually kind of have to play that one by ear. Here I am checking those eggs again. Remember, I took them off the heat. I turned the heat off. So you just have to keep an eye on it. Make sure that the white parts stay like white and cook through, but you still have that runny yolk. Yeah, so now I'm just kind of plating things up, getting things ready. Looking at those second rounds of French toast. Color was still not as great as the second round, but you know, you live and you learn. I made sure that that was the one that I had. I wanted to give my husband Colby the prettier ones. So I loaded those second hash browns up, putting those sausage patties on top of the hash brown, and I am getting ready to cut the white part of the egg to put on top of the hash brown and sausage. This is something we love. I know breakfast isn't everybody's favorite, but big breakfasts like these on Saturday morning are our favorite. Here I am getting just everything prepped to eat. So here's the visual part, one of my favorite parts of like presenting a meal, making sure it looks pretty. I have put powdered sugar on top of the French toast naturally. And then I will get ready to go in with the syrup. I was thinking I would need more, so that's why I brought out that second thing of syrup, but didn't need it. Here I am putting Cholula on top of our hash brown, sausage, and runny egg.
Thank
you. He said it was wonderful. It was great. He's so sweet. Here he is tasting it. Here I am concerned.
Is that good? Mm-hmm. Is okay?
And he gives me the very good. So I am one happy cook. Like I said, breakfast time when we first started dating was kind of our time to be together. So it's kind of what we always go to ground ourselves, check in, especially if we have a busy week. And we don't have a lot of time to sit down and have an actual sit down dinner and get to catch up with one another. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon.